Los Santos is filled with opportunities with a variety of businesses and jobs, but beneath all this lies corruption from companies such as LifeInvader, Merryweather Security and many more. In this video we'll uncover their corrupt practices and their references to real life corruption. First we have Merryweather Security, a private military company founded by former Navy SEAL Don Percival. They engage in military operations outsourced by the United States government and deals with illegal arms operating above the law. Merryweather Security is based off the real-world private military company Blackwater, with their founder also being a former Navy SEAL. We can see Rockstar's viewpoint on corrupt private military companies in the mission Scout on the Port, where Trevor talks about Merryweather.
There's been all these Merryweather folks hanging around.
Merryweather Security Consulting. Private army to the New World Order.
My butt's gone.
The folks waging outsourced shadow wars in 20 countries around the globe and recently cleared to operate on US soil.
The first reference we have is where Blackwater killed 17 and injured 20 Iraq civilians. We can see references to this on Merryweather's website where it says this: accidentally violating sacred religious cultures and then shooting people when they get upset, differentiating insurgents from civilians. On the website it's clear that the company's sole motive is profit. Don Percival used funds from a coup in West Africa to establish Merryweather. They also became a public company on the stock exchange, and they lobbied for more wars, which is also sarcastically admitted on the site Bleater. This mirrors real life private military companies that are all about making money, often pushing for more wars just to keep their profits rolling in and their shareholders happy, which is why they push for more wars in areas like Africa and the Middle East. We can also see how Merryweather get away from government plans to stop their expansion in Weasel News.
Devin Weston, Los Santos' legendary billionaire investing guru, was celebrating along with Don Percival, CEO of a controversial private security business yesterday. Weston announced his fund had taken an 11% stake in Merryweather. Percival, meanwhile, was happy after defeating a government plan to outlaw the expansion of Merryweather's domestic operations. Expect more privatized high-security firms to begin domestic operations as the war on terror continues to rage.
LifeInvader, which is of course a copy of Facebook, with the owner Jay Norris, a parody of Mark Zuckerberg. We can see Rockstar's viewpoint on corruption on big tech firms in the mission friend request during Jay Norris' speech.
We have put 1 billion people's private data in the public domain, and we have milked every penny we could in the process. And we have one of the youngest workforces in the world. An average age of only 14.4 years? That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary!
These are references to big tech firms like Facebook misusing private data and firms like Apple using child labour in their supply chain. Across LifeInvader's office, we can see Rockstar's take on social media companies with whiteboards on posters showing how users' data will be exploited and they will have no privacy. Rockstar's viewpoint can also be seen at the start of the mission friend request and the hotel assassination.
Jay Norris? Yes. Fuck is a lying bastard. I've read his fucking emails. He's a fucking cheat.
I heard him say that he saved America.
What, by outsourcing all the jobs? By selling us little bits of plastic restricted access shit? Well, now it's payback time, you lying turd.
I mean, yeah, the dude outsourced work to child slaves, then stole and sold everybody's private information, and even ripped his own friends' ideas off and walked around like the Messiah while doing it, but...
Now let's look at San Andreas Water and Power, a company similar to real firms like BP and Shell, who use greenwashing tactics on their consumers to maximize their profits. They deceive their customers with marketing claims that they are environmentally friendly, when in reality they are not. They try to appeal to eco-conscious consumers despite making most of their profits from sources like oil and gas. They claim to care about the environment, but in reality they are just protecting their profits. We can see an example of their greenwashing on their website. They make false claims that coal does not pollute the environment or contribute to global warming. They market their coal as clean coal, which is just greenwashing for their marketing. They also claim that windmills are just a bunch of hot air and a danger to birds. By downplaying the benefits of wind energy, it protects their interest in fossil fuels and sways the public opinions against clean energy. Next we have Redwood Cigarettes, which is a parody of real life brands like Marlboro and Winston. In the 1900s, cigarette companies hid the truth that smoking can cause lung diseases like emphysema and lung cancer. They managed to get away with this with false evidence and corrupt lawyers, which Lester also mentions in a Mission multi-target assassination.
Okay, you know Redwood Cigarettes?
Sure, the cigarette that built America.
They've rigged a jury to throw a class action lawsuit that would cover the treatment costs of thousands of emphysema sufferers. There are 4 corrupt jurors on Redwood's books. I'll send you the details.
And on the site Bleater, we can also see Redwood Cigarettes falsely advertising that eggs are worse for you than cigarettes. Corruption of real-world fast food and beverage giants are shown in GTA 5, with food and drinks which are ultra-processed and cancerous, like in its Up and Atom TV and radio commercial.
American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, and extra creamy jumbo shake. And of course, the legendary 2-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior. You do everything in your car, from talking to friends to watching a movie to turning tricks with a coworker. So why should you get out of your car to eat? At Up and Atom, we're from a time when America didn't worry about global warming, cholesterol, or who could vote. Drive into Up and Atom today. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
The restaurant chain Cluck & Bell also sarcastically admit their chickens are overweight, crowded and drugged, much like chickens from fast food chains real life. The soda brand Sprunk also admit their diet drinks have cancerous neurotoxins. This is likely a reference to sweeteners like aspartame, which may be linked to cancer, which is in most diet sodas we consume. To end this video off, we have a radio commercial from the Grain of Truth, which is Rockstar listing nearly everything wrong with the food industry.
Your grocery store defines what kind of person you are. Join the organic elite at the Grain of Truth and shop with superiority. Food has never been this self-satisfying. Featuring organic, natural, fair trade, macrobiotic, sustainably harvested, farm-to-table, goji-infused, antioxidant-rich, 7-grain, 12-grain, whole grain, gluten-free, cruelty-free, vegan, vagina, non-genetically modified, zero-trans fat, free-range foods at prices you simply won't believe. It's that, or are you more of the factory-farmed, genetically altered, hormone-infused, horse meat-infected, slave labor-harvested, agribusiness-supporting, obesity-causing common herd? We didn't think so. You're just like us. You belong. Shop with people just like you. People that drive hybrids and listen to public radio and argue about recycling. It's unscalable elitism for the sustainable crowd. Open up your mouth and look down at people. It's delicious. It's the Grain of Truth food stores, naturally exclusive.